In life, the boundary between speaking up and remaining silent can often seem as delicate as a thin veil, an almost invisible divide between wisdom and folly. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence is not merely an act of self-control. Rather, it is an art form that, when practiced at the right moments, can lead to profound clarity and peace. Amidst the constant noise and turbulence of modern life, we can sometimes forget the power of silence and its potential to prevent unnecessary conflict, tragedy, and even confusion. Yet silence is often the most effective tool we have to convey deep wisdom, calmness, and clarity in times when words may only complicate matters further. In our modern world, where technology has woven itself into the fabric of our daily existence, whether through texting, social media, or constant streams of information, there is a persistent urge to fill every empty space with noise. Every pause seems to demand an answer, a comment, or an expression of opinion. However, it is this very noise that often clouds our ability to hear the important messages we need to listen to, those of our inner thoughts, of others, and the deeper truths that the world has to offer. Stoicism, which calls for self-reflection, inner peace, and wisdom, reminds us that silence can serve as a powerful counterbalance to the endless chatter of the world around us. In this article, we will explore 5 key situations in life where remaining silent is not just advisable, but is often the most effective and prudent choice. Drawing from the teachings of renowned Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we will uncover valuable insights that guide us toward living more intentionally, with greater purpose and calmness. Let us now delve into these moments where silence can serve as the most powerful form of communication, offering us the opportunity to reflect, connect, and live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. The power of silence. Have you ever wondered why silence can sometimes be more potent than words? In a world filled with constant noise, whether from the bombardment of information or the ceaseless chatter of social media, finding the ability to embrace silence may seem almost counterintuitive. Yet, Stoic philosophers remind us of the importance of finding space amidst this noise, a space that can lead to profound inner peace, mindfulness, and self-awareness. When our minds are constantly preoccupied with thoughts, worries, and the opinions of others, how can we ever hope to achieve peace or clarity? Silence offers us a sanctuary, a chance to step back from the noise and tune into the deeper parts of ourselves. It is not simply the absence of sound, but the intentional withdrawal into a space where we can truly listen, both to the external world and to our internal world. This kind of silence allows us to connect with our inner wisdom, build a sense of self-awareness, and cultivate the mindfulness necessary to navigate life's challenges with grace and understanding. At times, silence serves as a rare gift we give to ourselves. It is a moment of respite from the rush of life, an opportunity to step away from the chaos and reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By practicing the art of silence, we can gradually tap into deeper reservoirs of understanding and insight, and begin to live with greater purpose and intentionality. 5. Key situations where silence is the smartest choice when you are feeling angry. One of the most common situations in which silence can be a powerful tool is when we are overcome with anger. The Stoics understood that anger is a fleeting emotion, often driven by impulsive thoughts and a sense of perceived injustice. When we speak in the heat of anger, we risk saying things that are damaging, either to others or to ourselves. In these moments, silence allows us to pause, collect our thoughts, and regain control over our emotions before reacting in a way we may later regret. Epictetus, in his discourses, famously said, "When you are about to speak, remember, you are about to speak as a human being, not a wild beast." By embracing silence in moments of anger, we allow ourselves to detach from the immediate emotional reaction and instead respond with greater wisdom, kindness, and perspective. This gives us the opportunity to assess the situation with clarity, preventing us from escalating conflict unnecessarily. When others are arguing. Another instance, when silence is often the wisest course of action, is when we find ourselves in the midst of an argument between others. In such situations, it is easy to become swept up in the emotions and passions of those involved, especially if we feel compelled to take sides or offer our opinion. However, Stoicism teaches us that we should not allow ourselves to be drawn into the emotional chaos of others. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "If someone is going to speak badly of you, let them. You can control your own reactions, not theirs." By remaining silent when others argue, we are not only preserving our own peace of mind, but also choosing to refrain from fueling the conflict further. Often, stepping back and observing the situation without involvement grants us a clearer perspective, enabling us to offer wisdom when the time is right, without adding to the tension. When you are uncertain. In times of uncertainty, it can be tempting to voice an opinion or offer advice, even when we do not fully understand the situation or lack sufficient knowledge. Stoicism urges us to recognize the limits of our knowledge and to practice humility in the face of the unknown. Silence in moments of uncertainty is a reflection of this humility, allowing us the space to learn, observe, and gain a better understanding of the facts before offering any response. Seneca, in his letters to Lucilius, emphasizes the importance of careful consideration before speaking, advising, "Do not open your mouth unless it improves on silence." By choosing silence when we are unsure, we honor our own limitations and avoid the danger of speaking out of turn or offering misguided advice. Silence allows us to gather the information needed to make sound, informed decisions when the time comes. When you are seeking inner peace. Sometimes the most important reason to remain silent is to create the space for inner peace. In our busy, fast-paced lives, it is all too easy to become consumed by the demands of others and the distractions of the world. Stoicism reminds us that true peace comes from within, and it is through practices like meditation, reflection, and quiet contemplation that we are able to connect with that deeper sense of calm. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the importance of inner tranquility, noting that peace can only be found by focusing inward and detaching from external distractions. Silence, in this context, is not a mere absence of sound, but a gateway to finding the stillness necessary for self-reflection and growth. By embracing silence, we cultivate the inner peace that forms the foundation of a Stoic life. When you are offering advice. Finally, one of the most profound moments when silence is essential is when we are considering whether to offer advice to others. While it may seem natural to share our thoughts and offer guidance when someone seeks help, Stoicism encourages us to practice restraint and recognize when our advice is genuinely helpful and necessary. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words, allowing others the space to find their own solutions. In his letters to Lucilius, Seneca observes, "It is better to give advice by means of silence than by words." By refraining from speaking in moments when our words may not be needed, we give others the opportunity to reflect, think, and grow on their own terms. In this way, silence can serve as a form of support, offering others the space to learn and evolve without the imposition of our own thoughts or opinions. Conclusion. Embracing the wisdom of silence. In a world filled with noise and constant demands for our attention, the practice of silence is more important than ever. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence is not simply an absence of sound, but a deliberate and powerful tool for achieving inner peace, exercising self-control, and cultivating wisdom. By learning to remain silent in the right situations, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of ourselves, others, and the world around us. Through the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we are reminded that silence is not a sign of weakness or passivity, but a deliberate and strategic choice, one that can help us navigate life's challenges with greater grace, clarity, and purpose. By embracing silence in moments of anger, conflict, uncertainty, or contemplation, we open ourselves to a life of deeper wisdom